Welcome back to my Scary X series. This is episode 3 of the Scary X series, and I think you guys need a refresher on how scary it was to try to break up with Scary X, because the first time I tried to break up with him, we had the cinnamon apple candle story. And if you don't want to go digging to last Fun Fact Friday, where I talked about the cinnamon apple candle story, here's what happened really quick, and then we'll get into episode 3. So, the first time I tried to break up with him, he said he would unalive himself at his old apartment that was this cabin in the woods, and he would light cinnamon apple candles because they smelled like fall, so that when I found him, that I would associate the season of fall with his unalivedness. So that's the kind of person that I was working with. And it took 3 attempts to break up with him for it to finally stick. So that was the first time. Unsuccessful because, of course, my mom was like, this poor man, you can't break up with him. Now let's head into the second time I tried to break up with Scary X. So, in addition to all of the lies, his age, the fact that he has a son, he has an ex wife, he's in a court case, all of these things. In addition to that, we now also know that he's been cheating. He claims it was a long time ago. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But now we also know that he's been cheating. Now, I had this spidey sense that something weird was happening with his best friend because his best friend looks like he's my age. So I've asked him point blank, how old are you? And he was super weird about it. So I'm like, okay, I'm wondering how old he is. I'm wondering what the age difference is. How did they meet? Because the threats from the ex-wife's lawyer are all about underage people. So my alarms have been going off. And now I'm determined to find out how old the best friend is. So best friend starts dating a girl and I'm thrilled. We have them over for dinner. I can chit chat with the girl, find out how old she is. And immediately she's like, oh yeah, we're all the same age. Scary X only had one friend. Why is his only friend my age? How did they meet? How did they meet? And best friend's girlfriend looks at me and says, oh, I think it's so cute how they met. Scary X was his coach when he was in high school. What? Apparently, he told the girlfriend they were best friends from the get-go. So best friend and Scary X became best friends when best friend was a minor. Like a minor. I immediately get a pit in my stomach because it's starting to really connect. He works with kids. He lost his job, so he no longer works with kids. He's in court. He hasn't seen his child in years. That's not for nothing. And then these